neighborhood fire chicken, and you're riding with chicken. This is just my daily commute from work. Try to give you guys some news on a daily basis. I know I repeat myself a lot of times, but you know, not everybody tunes into the same channel. So the way this usually works, and I should have pinned a post, but typically you guys come on here. I just saw somebody say hi. I didn't get a chance to read your name because I'm driving, but hi. And typically how this works is you guys can sit here and have conversations with each other, ask me questions, and then when I come to a stop or something, what's up, Isaiah? Yeah, that's why I shouldn't be looking down. So you guys can ask me questions and stuff, and then when I come to a stop, not while I'm driving, I can look down and answer some of your guys' questions. So I think I just seen Gumby pop in. What's up, Gumby? And I do have new news, guys. So this is stuff that, unless you're like in the Scrapyard Locals group, the super exclusive group, then you probably don't know about this. But I've got some information for you guys, and I think you'll be pretty excited about it. I know I'm really excited about it, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a few of the things that are that I've mentioned in the last couple days. So for one, this last weekend we basically got the cage up, and I say basically because I mean there's still. I guess I can't. Okay, I can't do that. I say basically because there's still more stuff that needs to be done. But it showed good progress, showing the cage panels and all that stuff. So you guys got to see that. It is 6-sided, a hexagon, and the cage panels are 12 foot by 6 foot tall. The rough size of the footprint's going to be, or is, about 20 foot and 7 inches from the shortest point to the shortest point. So it's a fairly large cage, guys. Fairly large cage. The longest point is something like, from corner to corner, something like 24 feet. So big cage. We are lining the inside of it with plywood. That is where, in typical Street Beast fashion, records, Hall of Fame, Wall of Fame, that's where that stuff's going to go on that wall. And we don't have the criteria of what it takes to get on that wall. Well, that's just going to be something that we're going to come up with a little bit later. So as you know, January, we're doing Golden Hands is defending his title, 155-pound boxing championship title. Also, Gumby is fighting Isaiah for the 155-pound MMA title. That will be a new belt. I have to order that soon. Thank you to Rufus Phelps for the donation for that belt. That made that matchup happen in January. Fight Team 206, what is up? And it was Nabrut Gaming. Hey, I meant to say hi earlier. So I'm still getting through the kind of old recycled information here, but so I still need a few things. I need to dig posts. I need to cement the posts in. I need to put the plywood up. I need to pad some of the corners. What else? Stuff I'm thinking of. We're building a perch for the side of it for Pete, our camera guy, to be able to stand on and get really good footage down inside the ring. We will also have someone on his team inside the ring now filming, and there's plenty of room to move around. The only people that are going to be in the ring are the same people that have always been in the ring. on our branch, and that is the ref, the 2 fighters, and the cameraman. So that's who's going to be in there. It doesn't matter if I say we're not going to have less people than that. People are still going to ask. People are still going to demand it. So that's okay. Now, something else that's really cool is that, you know, as you know, if you've seen our fights, we got a dirt floor in there. And it is what it is. You know, it's backyard fighting. So, being that it is backyard fighting, we have to keep it looking backyard fighting, guys. I can't put a mat in the ring. It takes away from the feel of backyard fighting. So, what's the alternative? Well, one thing I didn't like about the dirt is if it's not wet, it's dry. If it's dry, it's cloudy. If it's cloudy, it gets in the fighters' faces and their eyes. They cough. It's not ideal. And then when it's wet, it's better. But when it's too wet, then you got mud puddles, and you got mud, and then you got fighters who just fought in the mud and they're covered, and then they got to go out back, and I gotta like prison style spray them down with a hose. Not the best. Alternative. So people have said, well, what about mats? Again, that's taking away from the backyard feel. Also, when mats get wet, they mold. And when mats get wet, they get really slippery, like really slippery. So, Pete suggested, our camera guy, PSoup206 on Instagram, check him out. Pete, when we were up doing the belt presentation with Golden Hands, he said, hey, check this stuff out. What do you think about this in your ring? I disregarded it at first. Not like a flat no, but I definitely needed more time to think about it. In fact, my wife said, yeah, you should do that. And I was like, I don't know. But thick AstroTurf. So it looks like grass. You can spray it with water to clean it. It's got a little bit of a barrier between the ground and the top. It's not as slippery as a mat. You won't step on anything in the ring like a root to a tree or something that was in the ground that you don't know about, like a piece of glass. It's got a little bit of a cushion to it, so if you get slammed on it, it's better than, not as good as mat, obviously, but it's better than the ground. I think that it's going to look really good, guys. I really do. But this is why I say I appreciate your guys' donations so much. I can't even stress enough, like, when you guys just go and hit that super chat button at the bottom of the screen that says donate $5, $10, $20, whatever. It goes into the scrapyard fund, and then when something comes up like AstroTurf that is expensive as hell, and I'm paying for the AstroTurf out of my pocket. So it is $180 a roll, and I need 2 rolls, just to let you know. So super chats, awesome, help out immensely, and it's for the protection of the fighters. It's for visual appeal. It's just an overall better presentation for you guys. Man, I got a couple people leaving, and I haven't even gotten to the news yet. Oh, trying to keep you guys in suspense. So, anyway, let me think here if I can cover a couple more people or a couple more things before I get into the news. We got a lot of people signing up, everybody. Talking like every day, a couple more people. And I'm starting to worry about like parking and all that. Kind of worried about like maybe even thinking about putting an X on any more entries. So the big news and it's not 100% yes or yet, not 100% yet, but I'll come forward and jinx myself and bring it out anyway. I think that we're becoming more popular because a lot of the other branches are saying, hey, I want to come out to your branch and I want to fight in your yard. So it's not every day that you're sitting at your computer and you get a notification that that a fighter of, or should I say fighters of this caliber sign up to fight on your card. And who signed up? Well, Street Beefs Virginia has a 155-pound MMA champion. And you guys know him as undefeated champion. And that is Reckless Rico. Reckless Rico went on my channel, went on my page, I should say, and signed up to fight. And I messaged him just to confirm, like, hey dude, are you serious about this? And he's like, yeah, I'm serious. And he's like, I'm gonna bring my brother out, and he tagged his brother. I was busy eating dinner at the time, so I didn't click on his brother. I thought, corner man. Of course, that's fine. And then one of the admin in the group said, dude, Memnon Warrior is your brother? And he's like, yeah. So Memnon Warrior is also coming out. I'm not 100% if he's fighting, but just to have him in the yard, to be able to meet him, I mean, that is, you already got a match, Gumby. That is just monumental. So I do have, I would say, a couple ideas on who I want to pair him against. I've contacted one, and I'm waiting to hear back from that one, and depending on that answer will determine whether or not I get a hold of the other person. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, Gumby, the two people I'm thinking about. But if Memnon Warrior decides to fight, he's a I think like a 160-pound MMA fighter too. So I would have to find somebody for him. I don't know who I would give Memnon Warrior off the top of my head. I would have to go in and look. But Rico, I got a couple people in line for. So, I mean, that's the big news, guys. If you aren't familiar with those two fighters, Memnon Warrior and Reckless Rico, you better look them up. That's all I can say. I'll be honest, I haven't seen all their fights. Once I started this branch of Street Beefs, I've been pretty preoccupied with my own branch. And, oh yeah, this will be the best event yet, Gumby. I mean, knock on wood, right? I have been pretty preoccupied with my channel, with my fighters, setting things up, seeing how I can improve everything, just, constantly on a daily basis, trying to make the scrapyard a better, sorry, I just went by a cop. I don't have my fog lights on, so I don't have to worry. Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. Trying to make the scrapyard a better overall experience for everybody. The fighters, the fans, the people that support us, that are there, people that have been down since day one. You guys, the ones especially, and I'm not knocking anybody that's joined recently, but the people that joined the scrapyard when the scrapyard was scrapyard fighting, the people that were wanting to fight out here before I had any affiliation with Street Beefs, I mean, you guys have shown support when it was in its infancy, and that means the absolute world to me. I'll never forget that. But does anybody got any questions? I'm actually running to the Home Depot, or should I say Lowe's right now. I'm running to Lowe's right now and getting a couple things for the cage. Yes, I've got to pay for that out of my own pocket. I mean, I still got concrete I got to buy. I got posts I have to buy. I've got rolls of Gorilla Tape I need to buy. I've got foam pads I need to buy. And that's why I appreciate the super chats and donations so much, everybody. But if you do have any questions, try to get them to me within the next minute and a half. That way, when I go to stop up here at Lowe's, I can look at the questions and answer them. It's normally it takes me a little bit longer before I'm able to answer your questions, because I got my ride home and I got to go through some bad reception areas usually. Right now I got a clear shot to Lowe's, so. But I should be contacting the turf company. What's up, bro? I should be contacting the AstroTurf company within the next couple days, getting some money out to my sponsor, who's going to be picking it up. That's Beamer representative Monica, her husband Tony. He came out and did a ton of work for me for the cage building, leveling the ground and everything. Peixoto, shout out to Lynn, our newest sponsor. Got to check out Peixoto clothing brand. So that's if you're interested in seeing some of the stuff that he puts out for clothing. He just gave me a magazine the other day and it had his stuff all inside it. It was like really cool to see. High quality stuff, really impressive. Oh shoot, we're going to Lowe's. But really pumped to have him on. He's actually the one that donated the cage panels. So shout out to Lynn, Peixoto. Big things coming from them in the future. Shout out to Derek for coming out. Moses. Everybody that came out Saturday. I realized it was like a small get together, and it was basically just staged to get some. It wasn't like Mel J. Everybody. So, thanks guys. I'm almost parked to read your messages. I plan on working on the cage a little bit tonight, but I might just be getting materials and working on it tomorrow. Fortunately, we got plenty of time to get the cage done. Zip ties, I need zip ties too. I'm not dragging my feet on it. I'm just fighting daylight every night. I get off of work, get home, it's like almost dark. So I don't really have a whole lot of time to get stuff done. I want to get the rolls of AstroTurf though before I start putting posts in. I really think those posts are going to hold that cage really well though, because when I dug the posts out for the boxing ring, those things are pretty solid. And I'm going to have 6 points. I think it's 6 points. 6 points to anchor down, plus some stakes that are about 3 or 4 feet long. I think they're 4 feet long. I'm going to be driving those into the ground with a sledgehammer, and I'm going to be using. I'm either going to weld them or use baling wire to secure them to secure those to the midpoints of the cage. Just getting parked here, guys. Then I'll check out the questions. I think Gumby had something to say. almost parked here. This car has not a turning radius. All right, let me check out your messages really quick, guys. What do we got? All right, it is Nabroot Gaming. What's up, pal? Yeah, you late, pal. Isaiah, yo, Gumby, sups up. So stoked to have a cage. What do you think we'll paint on it? Like Wall of Fame, OGs, win streaks? Don't know yet. Don't know yet. This might be our best event ever. 2 title fights and some big names coming out. Definitely. King Warlord from Canada. Sounds great. Looking forward to seeing next event. Gumby, you certain the cage is going to be able to take a couple big boys running into it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to make it. We're going to make it stand a couple big boys. I've been trying to ask questions that'll spark other people to ask questions. That's good. So I'm going to have to let you guys go, though. I got to get in here and get some materials, everybody. But I appreciate you guys joining in on the chat, asking questions, and, just supporting the scrapyard in general. So thank you, and I will talk to you on the next live.